Hi and welcome to Prime Sports with Mahlatsi. In today's episode, we're hanging out with goal scorer extraordinaire, Ntofo-Ntofo Mbesuma. He is telling us about his career and how he managed to score 25 goals in a single PSL season, which is a record that stands to this day. Collins, thank you for joining us. I want to start off by picking your brains on the level of scoring in the PSL this season. I mean, you've seen guys scoring goals, Prati Hrobla, Shalulile, Tempazwani. What do you make of the way the guys have started the season this season?
I think what I can say, this season is much better. Like you can see strikers are scoring goals. There is competition, a bit of competition. And like you, Globla, Shalulile, or there's a lot. Yeah, they are doing well. I think it's much better this season about scoring, because people, they come, they want to see goals. When they come to the games, when they are watching, even the team to win, you have to score goals. So I think this season so far so good. Yeah.
You hold the record of having scored the most goals in a season, which is 25. From the 2004-2005 season. With the way the guys are going now, the attackers and the goal scorers, are you worried that your record may be in trouble?
No, I'm not worried. It's everything of time. Everything of time. Only God knows. I came, I broke the record. Another one is gonna come and take over and break the record. So I'm not worried. I like good strikers who score goals, So for sure, I leave everything in God's hands. If it's the time to break the record, nothing I can do, For me, I'm happy the strikers they are scoring.
Collins, can you take us through how you approached that season, 2004-2005? Because you really did some special things there in terms of scoring goals, where after all these years your record is still standing.
Yeah, it was, I think we had a team, we had a team, we had more experience, even more experienced players in the team. And so it was very easy for me, come from Zambia, jail, you go in at Kaizer Chiefs, and Ugo Shoes, Patrick Mabedi, Fabian Makas, a lot, Tiktikio, Tabo Moki, Skarangovese, may he rest in peace. So okay. The first time I came, I think I came middle or January, 2003 January, and I scored the first goal and I got injured. Then I struggled a bit on that run. Then I think also I scored the last game. I won twice the league with Chiefs. I won twice. Yeah. So that the first year. I was a bit challenged, was through injuries. I had ankle injuries, and I scored the last goal, the final game. If I remember, I scored a second goal, and we won the championship. Then second year, that's where now I settled. I was settling well. I settled, and now we started from beginning. I think first game I scored hat-trick. It was just a bunch of good players, seniors, young. Junior Kanye coming in, the general international Ngomashe, good goalkeepers, Fernandez, So I think we had a team. So it was very easy for me to score more goals, because the creativity, it was everywhere, even from midfielder, defenders, strikers, wingers. So it was just, Scala have the ball in the wing, I just run in the box there, and I know he's going to do magic there and bring the ball that side.
How important was your relationship with David Radebe that season? Because you feeded a lot of him to score all those goals you scored.
No, I think, it was important, but I think we had a good understanding, because we were playing two strikers. So he had a good understanding, and I said before, it was, after all, it's around all the the players, because we had a bunch of good players. Yeah, Radebe, we just had when two strikers, you have a good understanding, then yeah, that I think it was working well. Yeah.
You guys did well as a team during that season to go on and win the league. How important was a player like Shaka Mbesuma in that team?
I think, yeah, Shaka Mbesuma was very talented with a left foot. You know, I think he's a player, you just play your game free low. Yeah, just play your game. I would do magic. You know, but when there's too much instruction, I think he was getting lost. But if you give him free roll, he will give you something going forward. Yeah, because when he have the ball, you know, he had that explosive power and skill, very skillful player.
Moving from that year to the current situation now, Chiefs are not doing well. What can you say has been their problem over the past few seasons?
Yeah, I guess I can't say much about that, but what I can say, I think they just go through a difficult phase. Yeah, I think they are going through difficult phase because I think last season they finished number 2. Yeah, they just lost it at the end. So I think for this season, I think what happened last season is also, you know, mentally and you know, I think it's still there. You know, it's still there. But they'll come all right. I think they'll come all right. I believe they'll come all right.
For a very long time, there's been a never-ending discussion on whether strikers are born or they are made. What is your view on this matter? Were you born a striker or you were made a striker on the training pitch?
No, I can't say because I was not like from junior. I never played number 9. Even when I came with under 23, I was playing a left back. You see, I was started with a left back, but there's a time under 23 we went to Nigeria for Africa Games. So we had the strikers, Christo Katongo and Songwe Chalo. So I think they were sick, they got malaria. So I said, coach, I can play as a striker. That way I went, I think the 3rd and 4th, we played against Ghana and I scored first goal. So when we came back, the coach said, no, it's fine. Just continue to play as a striker. So the under 23 Bafana, they came to Zambia. I scored again. And return match again, we came here in Potchefstroom. I scored again. That's why I came to Chiefs. So from all my career, like from Zambia, where I started, I was not number 9. Yeah.
So you were a striker by accident?
Yeah, it just happened, and now from there I just go on and go on.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes I feel like we don't spend more time, you know, because as striker you have to invest, you know, doing finishing, extra work, you know, you can't come to training. You train 1 hour 30. Maybe how many times as a striker you shoot at the goal? Maybe few, you know. So for me, it's how repetition. You stay behind, doing finishing, repetition. You know, you can come here like, you see, we just do physical today. We didn't even shoot at goal, you know. So we just came to physical. So for myself as a striker, I have to go afternoon, come back, maybe do finishing, you know, and it will be help, you know. And when you're doing finishing around the box, it's gonna be easy in the game. You know where you are, you know, as a striker. Immediately you receive the ball, you know where the goalpost is. You know. But if you don't spend time, then it will be difficult.
So, were you made or you were born a striker? You were made to be a striker.
Maybe I was made to be a striker. Even how it's happened, you know, from left back to number 9. So, yeah, maybe I was made to be a striker, and I spend more time, you know.
During your career here in South Africa, you came up against some of the best defenders. Who would you say was the most difficult defender you came across?
You know, on that question, you know, I can't lie. You know, as a striker, me, what I was just thinking is about to go in and to score goals and to play well. You know, when you start focusing on defenders, then that fear starts coming in, and you won't perform to your top level. So now, for me, I can't pinpoint. Like, I respect all the defenders. I respect any defender. Yeah, so I can't pick one, but I respect all the defenders.
This one will be a little bit difficult, but I'll push you anyway. Which one would you say was your most memorable goal in South Africa?
The best goal. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they won against the Black Leopard. I think I took the ball from the center line, and I went until I scored. Yeah, I think I carried 3 or 4 players or defenders, I took it from center line and I scored. I think that was. I think if I can remember, that was a good goal. Yeah. Like a individual goal.
After all these years, you still continue to play for University of Pretoria in the Clan Africa Championship. How long can you still go?
Yeah, I think, the older you get is like wine. The older you get, I'm more matured now. I know what I have to do, and the football comes easier. Like what you say, for me, what I know, a player, you can't finish. I don't know why that's why that is finished. Me, I'm still the same. It just maybe I can't run like when I was 19, 20, 21. But football is in me. When I started playing in Grand Championship, it was maybe NFT at Maccabi. I think first season I scored 10 at my age. I think 10 or 11. I came here the first season. I scored 12 goals, if I'm not mistaken. So I was wherever Maccabi, I was the top scorer for the team. I came here last season. I was the top scorer. So I don't know when people say, "Oh, it's finished." There's not. You can't finish as long as I'm resting well, eating health, and Though I just want to do year by year. Like let's see next year if I'm a regular player here, like the way I'm playing. Yeah, why not? I give it a try again next year. It depends how I feel and how the body feeling.
During your stay here in South Africa, you also played for Sundowns in what was at that time a high-profile move. How was your stay at Sundowns?
Yeah, Sundowns, I think that year, they bought a lot of players. So it was, we are not gelling properly together. So it was a difficult. It was difficult because I think they bought a lot of players at the same time. And now, the coach was trying to find, how it can function, and I think it was most big names players, and it was a bit of challenge. It was a bit of challenge, but I enjoyed staying there, and
You also spent some time in England with Portsmouth, and you also played in Portugal. Looking back, how was your stay in Europe?
Yeah, first of all, again, I was just unlucky. I was just unlucky because of injuries. When you got injured, nothing you can do. So I went to Portsmouth straight. From here I went to Portsmouth, and the time I went to Portsmouth, I was playing more reserve team than I play. I was playing both. I played because I was late. I was because of this visa thing, permit. So I took long on my own in Zambia. So I was training on my own. I think almost a month. And league that side is high. So when I went there, they already do pre-season, everything. So I just have to follow bit by bit, fitness wise. So I was playing reserve. I think I was scoring every game at reserve league, and it's competitive league. And now I was playing with a senior team. So I was doing catching up. And at that moment, the team was not doing well. So now they had to bring experienced players. They brought experienced players, and they sent me on loan. They sent me on loan in Portugal, and in Portugal I did well. And when I got there, I even got operation. I had operation in my knee, and I stayed out for 2 months. When I came back, I started playing. I scored almost, I think 9 goals. Yeah, 9 goals. 9 goals after operation. So for me, I did well. It's after just some few. They wanted me to stay, but there's some issues, and that's the time I went to Turkey, to Bursaspor. Yeah, even Bursaspor. I think the first game It was a cup game. I got injured in my knee, the ligament. Yeah, and it was difficult. It was difficult in Turkey. So after that, that's the time I came to Sundowns. And when I came to Sundowns, I came like just to recover, just to recover, and because that side was pressure, Sometimes I even started training area, like I'm not proper healed. I start training because of pressure, we brought this player with this and this, the team is not winning, so they pushed me, to start early. So when I started training, I got injured someplace, so I was out. So I said no. I sit down with my manager and say no, I need to recover. I need to recover because this side I want to recover. At the time I came into Sundowns. I didn't even sign. Just I trained maybe few weeks. I trained with them, and now when I thought I'm fit now, I said okay. Now we signed the contract. Yeah.
With your national team, Polo, do you feel that maybe you could have done more, or you are satisfied with the contribution you have made for your country?
Yeah, I think I'm very happy. I won AFCON with the Polo. So I think I've done it. The only thing, I feel like okay, it's to qualify to World Cup. Yeah, that's even they give me a chance now. That's what I can look for, But like what we achieved. Yeah, we went AFCON, and the only thing remains is to qualify to World Cup. Yeah, and even it's what Zambian soccer fans they are looking for, is to qualify to World Cup.
And lastly, Collins, have you given some thought on what you will be doing when you finally hang up your boots?
No, I think it's all good. Yeah, good team, professional. They look after players very well, and you can see the environment is nice. It's Europe, Yeah, although we're struggling a bit in the league, but hopefully things will come all right. Yeah, we'll get back to your question. I think maybe I'll be in coaching, Yeah, just to help my knowledge, I think now is 17 or 18 years in football, so I want to transfer my knowledge, what I learned to upcoming players. Yeah, and I started already. I have academy here and the academy in Zambia. Yeah, I launched in Zambia a few months ago. Yeah, so we have more than 200 something kids, So yeah.
So you want to produce another Collins Mbesuma?
Yeah, hopefully. Maybe been better than me.
Yeah, who can maybe score 30 goals in the season? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. No, Collins, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks.
Highly appreciated.
Thanks.
And hopefully, maybe whatever is remaining with the season, you continue to score the goals.
Yeah, definitely. That's why striker you are here for, scoring goals. Yeah, there's no two ways.
Yeah, it's a pity the fans are not in the stadium to see the goals, but.